Hey, it's Matt Spencer for Mydealers.ca. In this video walkthrough, we're going to do a water test of the 2016 Starcraft 231 SCX IO, and it's powered by the all-new forward-facing Volvo drive. Right away, the first thing I noticed about this drive is simply how responsive it is. And normally when you turn an IO, you should trim it down. But with this boat, since the motors have a clear water path, it stays connected and just comes around like it's on rails. So this boat is a lot of what you don't see. Like I said, this is Volvo's brand new forward-facing drive, something that they brought over from their IPS, their pod drive system, from their bigger yachts. The practical application for an IO is some do feel that the pull drive is a lot more efficient than the push drive, but additionally, you now have that propeller up under the boat versus behind. So it's safer when doing water sports, and especially with the growing popularity of wake surfing, it now opens up traditional stern drive IO boats to that growing wake surf market. So Starcraft's SCX crossover line of boats blends their deck boats with their traditional runabouts, and you can tell a lot by the boat by the name. So this is the 231, which means it features this open cockpit space versus the traditional dual console like we're used to north of the border. But what you get with this layout, as you can see, is this full portside lounge that runs the full length of the boat. There's the reversible backrest, as well as more than ample storage underneath, and even an actual head. Now here in the bow, you have what's called their quad pod seating layout, meaning you have the four sections, but you can also sit around the table. But with the filler cushions in place, you can now lounge out as well. And of course, there's storage under every seat and even in the backrests. Now, one thing I'm really impressed with is how much attention to detail Starcraft has put into the sound engineering of this boat. What I mean by that is I have the engine hatch open. If I turn the boat on, you know, that's a V8 300 horsepower Volvo Penta. It's not exactly loud by today's standards, but at the same time, it's right there, and I don't want to have to yell to my guests in the boat, but you'll notice how much more dramatically quiet it is once that hatch goes down. It's those little things that go a long way in boat sales. So like I said earlier, deck boats are starting to make their migration into north of the border. And it's clear to see why. They're fun and they're functional. There's lots of room, lots of storage, and when you can actually add in the fact that you might be able to wake surf behind a boat like this, well then you can sign me up any day. For Mydealers.ca, I'm Matt Spencer.